My name is Diana Eckley. I'm always known as Di, and I have lived here for 52 years in March. I was a part of the WI, Women's Institute, but my main part in my life was Cub Scouts, which we started in 1974. Mr. and Mrs. Short, Monica and John, decided one day that the boys had got nothing much to do in the village. So they had a little meeting in their house and invited me along to see what I thought. And we decided, let's have some Cub Scouts in the village. We went walking a lot. And in those days, we used to pick the wildflowers and go on looking for nature and identifying leaves. Simple things like that, which they wouldn't do today, I'm sure. But that's what we got pleasure from doing. And little campfires with cooking our marshmallows and sausages, which they loved, getting covered in dirt and smoke and ash and whatever. We had many happy weekends camping. Usually we went to Panterkellin or to the Dyffryn Valley just from Friday evening till Sunday. The boys loved that. I think the biggest thrill for them at the time was going down the hill on a long piece of plastic with washing up liquid on, as fast as they could go to the bottom of the hill on the plastic, sliding down, see. You could see the boys who were the leaders, and you could see the ones who weren't so confident, that held back, but they all had got something special to give. So you could see from the beginning the ones who were going to be called a sixer. We had 4 sixes, 24 cubs, and each one was chosen to be a sixer. They grew in confidence each week. You could see that when they first came, a lot of them were very shy. A lot of them hadn't really been out of the village as such, so they were very shy. But you could see as the weeks and the months went on, confidence was growing. When the hall was opened, it was such a wonderful day for everyone and the village to think we'd got this central hub that we could use, you know, every week. So, and we had such fun on the day it was opened. There was food for all in the hall and sports, you name it, we did it on the opening day. I think it was in the July it was opened. I came back 50 years later to a wonderful celebration yet again, and all the memories came flooding back. 50 great years. The hall has been a great asset in the village. It's brought many people together, which probably we wouldn't have had if we hadn't have had the hall. There'd have been nothing. The hall has a great future, I think, but in a different way to what I've always known over the last 50 years, because things have changed. You don't need the hall for so much. When people hadn't got much to do in their life, everybody met in the hall. Well, they don't need to now. Everybody's got a car. People, I don't think, need the hall as much as they did. The hall has had to change because the upkeep is so expensive that we have to draw other people in. I think it's a good thing, because without people coming in, I think the hall would have deteriorated. It's a very big hall to keep under control with maintenance and expenses for heating alone. It costs a lot of money. I think it's a good idea to bring as many groups as we can in the hall really to keep it going as it is.